What a view. What a f***ing life I get to have, that I get to do this for a living. So right now we're on a glacier in Switzerland at the top of Europe. And in this video, we're gonna explore this gorgeous area, which is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my life. Good morning, guys. It's 6:15 a.m. and I'm in Lauterbrunnen, and I'm up this early because I got like these discount early morning tickets for this train ride that has to be the most expensive discounted tickets on earth. This cost us like $180 each for the discounted ticket to go only like 2 hours by train and back. But this is the Switzerland, and this is supposed to be something really special, so I'm sure it's gonna be worth it. I'm walking by myself because my parents are walking ahead of me, because it takes them a lot longer to walk the same distance, so they left like 10 minutes before me. So my parents reached the train station before me, so they miscalculated the time. So that is where we're going, Jungfraujoch. So for our first stop, we're at this train station called Zweilochen, something I can't pronounce. Thankfully it's hard to get lost on these trains because there's like monitor in every cart that says where you're going and when you're getting there. So we're at the Grindelwald terminal now, and it's a really fancy stopper station. There's like public toilets and really nice fancy buildings. We're trying to get a coffee, but we couldn't because it's 7 a.m. and everything's closed. Right, so we're on this cable car called Eiger Express because it goes right by the mountain Eiger, which is right in front of me, and we're going past its huge face right now. So we're at Glacier, waiting for the last trip to Jungfraujoch, and it's gorgeous with the mountains around here. So we've reached Jungfraujoch, which is our final destination with the train, at least. At 3,400 meters, this is the highest train station in Europe, and what makes it more impressive is that this was built more than 100 years ago. So it's kind of cold out here, wearing my sweater and my beanie. It's pretty cold outside the cafe, so I put on my layers. And now I'm looking at this place that reminds me a lot about Iceland, where I used to live 10 years ago. Okay, we just saw a helicopter delivering some supplies to the top of the station. We're getting some much needed coffees. Those two, the normal ones, cost like $6. This one costs a top of year cup where I get to keep the mug as a souvenir. It costs like $10, so like 20 bucks total for coffee at the top for 3 people. So these tickets were so expensive, we brought like as much food as we could, including peanut butter sandwiches for the way. So we have to take tunnels to go between different spots. And they're just ready. Yes. This elevator is going really high up. Ooh. We're here in Switzerland spending so much money because my dad really wanted to see this place. It's like the top of his bucket list. So our first viewpoint that is actually at the glacier, we're at this observatory, which is at like 3,500 meters, and you can see the whole glacier. It's really cold here. It's 4 degrees Celsius or like 38 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So you can't really stay here for too long without gloves and stuff. My hands are already getting pretty cold. But this is an insane view. I think this is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my life. I'm not kidding. It's pretty insane. My parents are doing a photo shoot, more like my mom. She's ruining all my photos by wearing like a bright red shirt. So based on the floor, this is not the kind of place you want to drop a pen or something that can pass through the cracks. This is called the Ice Palace. This entire chamber is made from ice. So as you can imagine, this is very cold. It's freezing. And the floor is not that slippery, but slippery enough to fall if you're not paying attention, like my mom. So be careful about where you're walking. There's some really cool ice sculptures here as well. So we're on an ice plateau, and I was trying to get some cinematic shots walking in, but it's too slippery. My dad's trying to make sure my mom doesn't land on her ass again. So Baba! Shit. Okay, there's a spot here where everyone's lining up to take pictures with the Swiss flag, but this line is too long, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Pretty good, but not the best I've ever had. The Swiss are known for their mountains and skiing, but they're also known for making some of the best chocolates. I just got this for like $3 or less than that, so it's not that bad at all. So we're done with almost everything except for this hike to this other glacier. So I'm gonna go try and see if I can do that. There's a cute little bar here with music playing and a viewpoint, and there are all these lawn chairs here that people are enjoying the music from and having a drink, I think. So this place is way too bright sometimes when it gets sunny, like right now, so you definitely need sunglasses. This is for any glacier, for those of you who haven't been to glaciers, not just this one. So there are all these signs, like the one behind me, say you can't go off the path, because off of this it's just like snow and you don't know how deep it is. So it's pretty dangerous. You could die if you go too far and sink. Although I'm like pretty cold right now, I still have to take a layer off because I'm sweating from doing this hike and I'm getting out of breath from this high altitude and the hike. So one thing you should definitely try to do if you do this hike is you should try to wear like proper boots that protect from deep snow, because my shoes are just like completely wet and cold right now. But I'm just doing this because I will never probably come back here to do this again, and I paid way too much for this damn train ticket, so I need to make the most out of it for sure. Okay, so I think I'm gonna head back from here for 2 reasons, or 3 reasons. The first one, someone said the view doesn't get much better, or doesn't change much from here when you go past this part, and there's still like 30 minutes left. The second reason is that I'm wearing the wrong shoes and my feet are completely wet and my toes are frozen. I literally can't feel my big toes in both of my feet. And it sounds like I'm making excuses, and I probably am making excuses, but the last excuse is a pretty solid one. It's almost 12 and I need to get back, get my parents, and get on the train by 1 p.m. because if I don't do that, I'll miss the last transfer for the early bird ticket that I got, and then all 3 of us would have to get extra tickets for maybe like $100 or like more than that, like $200, I don't know. And that's gonna be a very expensive mistake, so I'm just gonna head back down. But the view from here is already pretty insane. This is so surreal. This reminds me of this book that I loved when I was a kid, Tintin in Tibet, and he was like stranded in these mountains that look just like this. I think that was the first time I learned about the Himalayas, snow-covered mountains and all that, and I always wanted to be somewhere like this. Like, I've been in the Himalayas, but I didn't come like in snow-covered spots like this. And I've been to like other mountains in Iceland, I guess, but never to like places like this that's like completely covered in snow with mountains peeking through. What a view. What a f***ing life I get to have, that I get to do this for a living and document it so I can like relive my memories again. I'm really thankful for it. I'm really thankful. I can't even talk. Low oxygen, tired. But I'm really thankful for everyone that watches my videos, or if you're just watching the first video, because you guys really allow me to do this for a living, to do what I love doing the most for a living, and I'm so grateful for that. I never thought this would be a career. I never thought this is something anyone would care about, honestly. It's pretty insane for me that I can do this. Okay, I can't talk anymore. I'm gonna like tear up a little bit. And I'm going the wrong way, so I need to go back, but I'm facing this way because the lighting is over here. So I'm gonna go back. So I'm walking back in the tunnel, and I literally can't feel not just my toes, but my entire feet, my heels. I literally can't feel them. That's not healthy. That's not a good sign. That's why you need proper boots. Probably was a good decision to turn around.
বাইরে দেখেন এই যে আমরা একটা রেস্টুরেন্টের ভিতরে পাহাড়ের চূড়ায় বাইরে এই যে বরফ এটা হলো টপ অফ ইউরোপ
My parents are so excited to be here. They're like video calling everyone they know and showing them the mountains and the snow. This is cool. এত টাকা খরচ করছে চোখ দিয়ে পানি বের হওয়া শুরু করে দিচ্ছে।
আমার ঘুম আসছে বেয়াদব
কাঁদে না
যা স্টপ কাজে
So we decided to have a filling lunch after that full trip because we ran out of peanut butter sandwiches and we're really hungry. And we paid like, I think $60 for 2 big bowls of delicious pasta, which is the price you pay when you're in Switzerland in the mountains and have this view in the background. So now we're gonna take another train that's like 40 minutes and go back to Lauterbrunnen. One thing to note, this morning we actually came on the wrong way. We're not supposed to take the cable car. We just did it because that was the only thing available. And someone told us that's like not okay. We could have been fined $100 each. So don't do that. We kind of did that because we booked our tickets like last night at midnight. So we didn't really get to a station, get to go to a station or clarify things in the morning even because like it wasn't open at 6:30. But if you want to do this journey, just book it in advance, book it from a station so you can like talk to people and figure things out, clear out any confusions that you might have so you don't end up getting a fine. But that is it for this one. If you like this video, feel free to like it. If you want to follow real-time travel updates, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Nadir on the go. Some announcement. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I don't even know what country it's going to be. I'll see you somewhere.